All right. Good evening. Thank you for coming. Tonight, we try a store pick. Not just any store pick, not a finished store pick, a store pick of barrel craft spirits. This is from the liquor store nearby my parents' house. This has whiskey distilled in Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana. Let's see the blend. It is 50% 5-year, 35% 7-year, 10% 10-year, and 5% 17-year. What are the odds that that is Dickel? That's 17-year. I paid about $100 for this bottle. It is the D22I blend number. It is cask strength at 116.86 proof. And, I've had this before. I've gotten almost about halfway through the bottle. Haven't been disappointed so far. Let's give it a whiff. Bourbony. Almost like an apple pie. Like a sickly sweet apple pie. A little bit of grape. A little bit of, should I say, voulez-vous coucher ce soir? I can't even say that with a straight face. This smells pretty good. For a hodgepodge mash of expertly blended whiskeys, this smells pretty dang good. Little oak, little spice, cinnamon. I'm not the best with flavor notes. Let's just say that this nose punches out at you and demands your attention. I'm not getting any minerality out of it either that I do with some of the normal Dickel that I have tried before. I've had their 15-year and I've had a 10-year, and both of them were single barrels, low proof, and I did not get anything out of the nose that closely resembles those two at all. Thank God it was only 5%. A little bit of citrus. All right, let's give it a taste. Oh, wow. Whoa. That came out of nowhere. Like a zinger. Wow. Like when you drink a soda first thing in the morning and the carbonization just pops into the roof of your mouth. Wow, that was almost too sweet for me. Oh, let's talk about the legs. Pretty viscous, awfully light color though, but bursting with flavor. Not heavy on the oak. Wow, that finish is still going down. That is bright. Wow, that's really getting into my senses. Let me try it again. Okay. Oranges and apples. Not apples to oranges. Light caramel. Little oaky zest. Ginger snaps. Cinnamon cookie. Almost got this caramel oatmeal note to it that I'm getting off the nose. As I drink this, the more I'm reminded of hey Popo, what? You're just staring up at the shadows on the wall? Sorry, my cat's being a little paranoid. I love you. Goodbye or hello? What? Wow, she's really freaking. Oh, she's watching. Okay. She's watching a fly flying around the room, and she's starting to get a little bit crazy. All right, back to the whiskey. This kind of reminds me of a Willet, like a really good Willet single barrel. No surprise to me, the guy that runs the store, Chris, I'm sorry, the spirits manager, huge Willet fan. He loves the Willet Rye, anything Willet. I think he even has Purple Tops at one of the other locations that he runs. $600 for those bottles, which I would never pay. And he even does have Hirsch single barrels. They're 9 years old. $1.50 a piece. Oh, I could not spend that much money. But this, I could absolutely try. They've got all sorts of finishes. Yep, apple tart, cinnamon cake. I'm always trying to think. This is zesty. This tastes like a great citrus soda. I've said that before in my reviews. Oh, you're so cute. Now she's trying to catch the fly in her hands. You could definitely taste 117 proof out of this. I think it is a really, really nice bourbon to sip on. If you like Barrel Batch 35, I think you would really like this. Of course, I would probably rather have the Barrel Batch 35. It's about $20 cheaper. But this just has a finish and it just stays in your chest. I mean, I'm still feeling a throbbing heat right here in the middle of my chest from this. And that's something I don't get from barrel products. Anything that I've gotten for the last 2 years of barrel products that I've bought, it's short, sweet, simple, really solid for an $80 pour. They do a good job. I haven't tried any of their limited releases, but I hear like the barrel strength Seagrass. Actually, I haven't even tried any of their. I haven't tried Dovetail and I haven't tried Seagrass, which I hear really good things about. I should try them, but my wallet can only go so far, and I like to keep up with Four Roses, with Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, Jack Daniels. I like to keep up with, and of course, all the other Heaven Hill products, and now Wild Turkey I'm starting to really get into. Ever since I went to Kentucky, Wild Turkey has been on my radar just because of the distillery select that I got, the distillery exclusive select bottle that I purchased. That was delicious. And I've gotten a couple Kentucky Spirit picks now that have greatly surprised me. I don't get any of the funk, but I don't know. I'm starting to become won over by Wild Turkey. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you like Wild Turkey? Anyway, back to this bottle. This tastes like you took your belt off. You rolled it up into your hand and you punched a wall. And you're just feeling angry in your chest, but you're happy that you got it out. That's what this whiskey tastes like to me. That's the image that I'm getting in my head. Not bad. Not bad. This is more of a relief. This is not an everyday pour. This is when I'm in the mood to drink it. How explosive can I be? And mind you, I'm still feeling that burning hole in the middle of my chest from this whiskey. Talk about a Kentucky hug. Like this, you could drink on a winter's day, and this will keep you warm for an hour. Wow, that is still going in there. And surprisingly enough, I haven't even had half of this 1 ounce pour yet. So this is long lasting. If you guys do get a chance to try out one of these private releases for barrel, and they do have some other private finished barrels as well, I would try it first. You never know. But this one in particular I liked. And Would I buy another bottle for $100 once I run out of this one? Only if there was nothing else better for me to purchase, and I was really hankering for one, which is not a really sterling endorsement, but it's good. So far, so good. Cannot complain. Good finish. Man, I have been trying to not get swamped with work. We are really busy. I'm starting school next week to do electrical engineering, or at the very least get my feet under me to start to learn electrical engineering. And I just become appreciative of the time that I have being able to enjoy my hobbies more now than ever. When I was just doing my job, and I have my second job, and I'm living by myself with my cat, I just have all the time in the world. I would visit my parents. Occasionally I would go to a trip, or occasionally I would take a weekend off and do something for myself. But now that I have this, extremely full work schedule, and now my personal life is going to be full as well with school, and I'm going to have to visit my parents, obviously, of course, and spend time with the family. It makes me really appreciate the moments in time that I have where I can enjoy a simple sip of something that took time, energy, and effort to fully craft. And I didn't understand that until I started drinking bourbon. I just thought that if it's something old, it's either really bad or it's really good. And when you drink bourbon, you begin to realize that it's not just a cheap alcoholic drink. It's not just something for millionaires to sip on and laugh with. And it's like watching baseball, right? As an American, or playing football, but mostly just baseball. When you watch baseball, it's a game of starts and stops, of momentum, but it slowly builds up and develops without you ever seeing it happen. You could sit there in the middle of an inning, in the first or second, fourth inning, and something is happening before your eyes, the machinations of the players, the way that the ball is getting hit and moving the field into a certain direction, before the pitchers starting to get tired. You're watching all these small elements moving together in junction and tandem and against forces against each other. And you're just waiting. It's a game of patience and waiting, and then striking while the iron is hot, no pun intended, of hitting the ball, or to make a great catch and sling that projectile towards one of those basemen. Drinking whiskey is a lot like baseball. It's just an American sport, an American drink of enjoying a moment in time as it develops after what you have enjoyed has lived a full life cycle inside that barrel. This just tastes like age. It tastes like a song, a little story that this whiskey is telling you. And I guess that's kind of the fundamentals of what I like to do with this channel, with making these videos, not just for posterity's sake, but to really have introspection about what it means to drink bourbon. Of course, you don't want to do it alone. That's a sign of an alcoholic. But what it means to drink bourbon what it is that we're drinking here, and to appreciate even the bad stuff and know that this took an enormous amount of time to craft. And that is something that we have so little of. And we never know how much we have until it's over, right? It's the same like with a game of baseball. You never know how many pitches or how many hits you're going to get, or how many errors are going to be until the end of the game, but you do know how many innings they're going to be, usually. And it's a rare thing where you get to get extra innings in life and you get to get a little extra than what you were supposed to get, usually because there's a problem. Or an overwhelming surge against you, whether that be life or the people around you. But I really do enjoy this whiskey. I enjoy spending time thinking about it. And quite frankly, I enjoy you, my dear viewer. You, that singular soul. I like it when you get to spend time with me, in whatever small fashion you could possibly imagine. Drinking this whiskey would not be half as fun if it wasn't for you. I'm kind of getting like a balsamic vinaigrette. Like oaky spiced marshmallows. Caramel Nutella dipping. That's nice. Boy, these guys know how to pick a barrel of whiskey. Well, I think that's all I have to say tonight. I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of this while I still can. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And please, be kind to people. You never know what they're going through.